How you doing, guys? Welcome to the HTML Email Developer YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We are here at emailcapital.com. Again, I try to update the jobs for email developers positions as much as I can. So bear with me if you see some outdated or expired, jobs or openings. So we're going to go to this website, Clutch Creative. Um, I came upon this position the other day. It is an email developer or email designer. You see, they have two different names, but I think they're getting more consistent with calling. I've been seeing a lot of positions that they call email designers now, which is good. We're getting somewhere with being having more consistency on what the names are being called. So that's a good thing. So this job is it's a agency. I think it's maybe a smaller agency. I don't know how big it is as far as how many employees. But they're paying up to $40 an hour. Up to that means based off experience. If you think you qualify for $40 an hour, then go for it. If you think you're open to come in at a lower rate, due to inexperience, then that's your prerogative as well. So let's get started. It says Clutch Creative is a rapidly growing staffing agency. We support our clients by identifying unreachable talent that helps their businesses grow. Our candidates work with us because they know we have the best opportunities available to them and help them navigate their next career move. We care, we're honest, and we hustle. That's what makes us Clutch. Okay, all right, okay. So let's start off with this position. It is a contract position. I don't know if I saw again if it's going to be a 6 month, maybe a year, but maybe we'll find it as I go through, the responsibilities and required skills. So let's start with the responsibilities. Develop 4 to 5 high quality, visually appealing, and responsive emails per month in HTML5 and CSS. HTML5, I know a little of HTML5, but not much. But if you know HTML and CSS, I wouldn't I wouldn't worry about this too much. That's probably on the higher scale that they want you to have at the highest experience, but I don't think you have to have that to get the job. Sometimes these little keywords, they're also plus, but not wanted or preferred, but not not mandatory. Sometimes they don't tell you that. You just have to read it, read it and go and read between the lines. And sometimes like I said, they're just trying to get the highest quality candidate they can, so that's why they do that. But anyway, 4 to 5 high quality emails a month per month. So that is interesting because a month. Again, I think they're a smaller agency. And again, guys, I've told you time and time again, I work for a global company, so we do like maybe 11 campaigns a week. Now, in these 11 campaigns that we do a week, these are not just one template. These are usually 4 or 5 different versions of each template. So you can almost imagine if you're going up talking about template wise, you could do it times 11 times 4. It's like 44 a month or something like that. Because trust me, I rarely get a template that has this one version. I get 2 sometimes, and then most of the time it'd be like 4. It's never 3. It's always 2 or 4 or 5. And this is weekly, and it's like 11 campaigns. So again, this is what makes me think it is a smaller agency because they only do 4 or 5 of a month. I don't know how extensive they are. I don't know if they're gonna have you doing a lot of other things because that doesn't seem like a lot. Depending on how I guess how what's the word I'm looking for? How stringent or how high resolute that these emails is gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be to the point where you have to have all kind of special effects and all kind of designs or whatever. So it just depends on the complexity of the emails. Say work closely with team to understand the email requirements and implement them effectively. Again, guys, we'll be going over this, but I just want to get y'all to get the context of what they're really asking on here because I I saw this, but you see it, you understand it, and it sounds basic, but until you really are out there in the field of doing the work in a position, you don't get a understanding until you do that. Trust me. It goes way deeper than you think when you just read these sentences. I thought it didn't, but when I read these sentences, I said, "Oh, this is imperative that you do have these, responsibilities." So, like I said, working closely with the team to understand the email requirements and implement them effectively. Just working with the different teams just to make sure everything's going good. The emails correct. You got the like for example, we have the disclaimers. We have to make sure they correct. They always changing those, and then you probably have some type of we have like little superscripts we have to do, little codes we have to do. You want to make sure all that stuff is correct. Um, what else? You want to make sure that the creatives that you receive before you start your project is correct. So that's what they're meaning about, understanding the email requirements and implementing them effectively. Make sure everything is good to go. Make sure the guides and the procedures are being followed as well. So the next line is collaborate with other designers, developers, and stakeholders to ensure the email designs align with brands, guidelines, and objectives. Again, whatever they're asking for the client, you just have to make sure that you request. That you adhere to their requests. Because they could change it at any time. So that's why they said you got to collaborate with the designers. So if they want to change, because I've seen this happen before, the clients has changed something at the last minute. Now they're really good for doing that with the disclaimers, legal disclaimers, but uh, they change things at the last minute. It could be a photo, it could be fonts, whatever. So it could be so you have to let your designers know what LOB is asking. I mean, what a line of business of the client's asking for, because sometimes the client will come back and request something that myself as an email developer I can't change it. It has to be done by the design team. Therefore, I have to collaborate with the design team or the developers and let them know what the line of business clients slash stakeholders requested. And again, like I said, these are all regarded under the guidelines and objectives that they agree to with the client. The next thing is test and troubleshoot email campaigns to ensure optimal rendering and functionality across all email clients and devices. So I think you guys know what this. I think you really know what this is. You just going in once you build your code. You got to trigger the proof, test it in the different email clients, whether it's Yahoo, Gmail, AOL, Outlook, what have you, and make sure they're showing up in all those email clients perfectly. And this is done with Litmus or Email on Acid if you use that software as well. So that's what it's saying, making sure it's coming across all email clients, the ones I just named, and making sure it's rendering it. And you can see that beautiful email template, and there's no errors, there's no mistakes, everything is perfect. So that's what that means. Okay, it says optimize email templates for maximum deliverability, engagement, and conversion. Okay, it's almost saying the same thing, but it's the two different things they're talking about is I'd say one thing is conversions. When you optimize it, like again, just making sure everything looks good on in your browser as far as on your computer, and also mobilely, making sure it's mobile responsive as well, and making sure it's delivered in the email again, and it's delivered to the point where you can look at it on your mobile, or you can look at it on your computer. But no matter what, it's going to show up, and it's going to adjust to each of those platforms as far as the computer and your mobile responsiveness. So that's what that means, and just make sure it convert, your engagement and convert. Make sure that the template is, this is not anything the email developer has had anything to do with, but when you're working with all these teams and everything, you got to make sure that this email template is out there and it's coded and the designs is great enough so it can have a good call to to action features on it for engagement and conversions when people download it or people take a look at it and open up in the email. The next thing is keep up to date with latest email design trends and practices. Well, that's just all about procedures. Your email designs. So if they have any that type of design trends that comes out that's beneficial or plentiful for any of the employers or any of the companies, then that's what they're probably going to go with. The new the technology that comes up. Different things of that nature. And of course, your best practices for whatever position you're in or whatever job duties you're doing or whatever the email clients request. Attend live working sessions for edits and provide timely revisions as needed. Now, this means basically if you have something that's going on with your I'd say your email template. Um, and if you have if you render it and then it comes back and the LOB or the client said, well, they need some things changed. Why does this look this way? Or can we do this? Can we do that? Um, Sometimes you have to get on, get on live work sessions and go in and talk to. Um, you could talk to the line of, well, not line of business. You could have conversations with QC teams because I've done that before. Sometimes it's a misunderstanding. Sometimes you just don't know what they mean. You're like, we got to get on this live call and and then let's find out what I really need to do so we can fix this situation. So a lot of times I have a couple of managers that will get on and help me. We'll go live and they'll help me edit whatever I need to do, change whatever I need to do. But that was way before when I first started. Now I'm pretty much good at solving these issues on my own. But that's what that's for. Just getting help with somebody if you don't understand something in the code or you want them to help you with something, then y'all get together and even if you don't understand what the LOB is asking for, the client's asking for, get on there with with your manager or somebody with a design team, and then you kind of can go ahead and edit it as you're speaking to the design team or your manager, whoever. It says provide recommendations for improving the email program based on data insights. Now that's different. It sounds like more of a marketing type of position right there. But I mean, I don't know. I guess that's part of their duty that they would like you to have as well. I haven't looked at any data because that's not my position in my job, and I know they do. You could do A/B testing and all that stuff. I've done that before on my own personal websites. But that sounds like that's something they want you to do as well. But that sounds like something that a marketing email marketer would be doing. So, all right, I don't want to keep you guys too long, so let's go through the required skills. Again, proficient in HTML5 and CSS on Photoshop. That's what I have. I slice my images in Photoshop. And guys, everybody don't slice your images from scratch. I don't, and everybody don't have to slice images. I interviewed for this top company about a month and a half ago, and they said we don't make our employees slice the images. So I was like, wow. I said, well, I got to slice my images. So anyway, familiar with email design best practices, including responsive accessibility, cross-client compatibility. Yeah, we just talked about that. You finish your email template, you trigger it, you send it to the email clients, which could be AOL, Outlook, Yahoo, Gmail. Make sure his window's good and make sure it's accessible and and responsive from your laptop to your mobile device. Ability to work independently and manage time efficiently while still being available for live working sessions. So it just means, just do your job. Be independent, do your job. Manage your time. If you have because sometimes I have like 2 or 3 campaigns So last week I had to prioritize a couple of campaigns. I started on one, I finished it, but then I started on the other two. But other two I finished as well, but I had to go back to the first one because there was an issue going on with that. So you got to prioritize which ones, according to which one needs to go out first, on that date, on the deployment date. So that's what you do. If you have time to work on uh, the other two later on because they're not deployed to a later date, then you work on the one that's more a priority, and that's what I did. Okay, next, detail oriented with excellent problem solving and analytical skills. Again, that's something I'm not familiar with. Um, problem solving. Yes, we work together, solve different problems. Because sometimes there's the issue that um, the clients were requesting. You're like, and people like. I'm gonna give you an example. I worked on this one campaign, but it went into dark mode where the text area was on the hero module. Uh, when they saw it, it was a black background on white letters, but it should have been a white background on black letters, black fonts. So that's an issue that we have to address, with the LOB. Um, and that's the issue we have to solve. Why do we solve it? Well, we just sliced the image and then use it as live text. I know you guys don't understand this, but I had to type the live text in there the first time, but it rendered a black background. So I have to just slice the image and make it look just like the image, and that's what solved that issue. Okay, let's go to the next one. Excellent communication and collaboration skills to work effectively with team members and stakeholders. Again, guys, this job, especially my job, it takes some patience because you're through remote, and then you're saying one thing, they're saying another. You can't understand each other. I'm gonna give you an example. I had a question for one of the guys that was QCing my my code. Instead of asking him a question that was going to confuse him more, that lead to another two or three questions, I just asked him to send me send me what he asking for, show me what they wanted, because I think they had a they I think he wanted a disclaimer changed, and if I would have asked him this one question, he was gonna ask me three or four more questions back and forth. I just asked him this: Can you just send me the disclaimer? Let me see what it is. That way, I see what I need to make it look just like what he sent me, and that avoided a whole lot of confusion because I just said, "Well, just send me the disclaimer, and then I know what I have to do." But I don't have to ask you all these questions because I'm looking at what I have to copy and put into my code. So it's very imperative that you have these good skills. Again, you want to sound professional. You don't want to sound like you feel sometimes. Sometimes it's anxiety. Sometimes it's a little frustration because again, the communication can get mixed up. But you got to be professional, be cool, be cordial, and that's what they mean about excellent communication and collaboration skills. That's exactly what they mean. I've seen this many a times right here. Experience with Salesforce Marketing Cloud is a plus, but not required. So you guys know what Salesforce Marketing Cloud is, I think. That would be a plus. Maybe that will give you more, close to that $40 an hour if you know Salesforce Marketing Cloud. I don't know, but that's what that is. So that's self-explanatory right there. Knowledge of email marketing metrics and experience with A/B testing and segmentation is a plus. See, this is another email marketing type of required skill right here. So I got a feeling if you have these two right here, you might get that $40 an hour right here. These two right here, you may get that $40 an hour right there if you have those two skills right there, because those are kind of marketing type of skills that you need, email marketing skills, and but that's why they say it's a plus but not required. So again, I told you guys when you see that plus, hey, if you got the plus in there, then you probably can get max out how much they can pay you. But anyway, guys, like I said, This is for a clutch small agency. Um, don't know how long the job is going to be up. But if you can apply, just go here and you can apply down here at the bottom right here. And it's not a long process at all, guys. Not a long process at all. Well, let's go back to the shameless plug. Again, this is the emailcapital.com. I try to find all the email developer jobs on here that and place on here as I can, for you guys to make it easier for you to search for them. Also, I got a couple of ebook sales here. How to become an HTML email developer, and also how to build an email developer portfolio. That portfolio is very imperative. It will help you guys get started. It will give you more traction along with optimizing your resume. And then people start, giving you calls. Again, I really want you guys to optimize your resume for LinkedIn, because a lot of calls contact us from LinkedIn. I don't have to put in a resume for anything for like maybe a week or 2 or 3, and somebody once a week or maybe twice a week hit me up on LinkedIn. So again, guys, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. This is the HTML Email Developer YouTube channel. Take care.